Om Shanti, everyone. Good morning. Today is 12th May 2023, and the original date of the Murli is 25th of May 1973. In today's Murli, Baba is making us aware of the times to come and how the form of service is changing as the time is changing. So Baba is inspiring us to make a future plan. The essence of the Murli is future plan. So what kind of plan we should make, how we should plan, everything Baba is going to explain in today's Murli. So Baba says that time is very short and the task to be done is great. So we need to make a plan that is short yet powerful. So what should be that plan that is short and powerful? Baba gives us that plan in 2 words. So we'll see in the Murli what are those 2 words or 2 things that Baba wants us as the future plan or to practice. And the second thing is, as Baba is talking about how to do this service in the times to come, Baba is giving us an example of like if we do any service, any kind of seva, we take care of 2 things. One is the stage, right? You prepare the stage, you do so much of preparation for that. And the second thing is the speech. We prepare for the speech. So we prepare for these 2 things, stage and the speech. So likewise, Baba is explaining, how to do that internally. Create your internal stage and become a practical speech. So let's see that in Murli. Essence of the Murli is future plan. Do you consider yourselves to be world transformers and world benefactors? Whilst considering yourselves to be the ones who give the message to every soul of the world, do you ever calculate to what extent you have been able to give the message to the world? So Baba is saying that your title is of World Transformer, so you need to check to what extent you're able to give this message to the world, to the souls. Are you making new plans for the places where you still have to carry out the task of giving the message? One always thinks of plans for one's own duty and responsibility. Wherever you put the plans for giving the message or for spreading the sound of the Father's introduction into a practical form, the main effort you make is that in whichever land or whichever place you have to give the message, you first create a stage. So first thing you think about is the stage. Then you prepare your speech and you also adopt various means of publicizing the program through which you carry out the task of giving the message to the souls of that place. Right? So these 3 things we take care of during any seva. That is, first is the stage, then the speech, and the publicity of the program. However, up to now, you have only been able to give the message to a few souls of the world with this method. Right? Through your words, you can reach few people. So Baba is saying through this method, you are able to reach only few souls of the world. You now have to give the message to the whole world in a short time. You have to introduce them to Gyan and Yoga. You have to carry out the task of giving them the recognition of the Father. And together with that, you also have to purify matter. Only then will world transformation take place. So you have to transform the souls, transform matter. Only then, Baba says, world transformation can take place. So what future plans have you made in order to carry out this great task in a short time? Does the blueprint of those plans enter your intellects? Right? Like we plan constructing a building or something, then the blueprint is first made, no? So like that, Baba is saying, if you're planning for the future, how to serve, how to reach to all the souls of the world, then does the blueprint emerge in your intellect? Is it the same form as that which you are doing now, or is it something different? Do you see in advance what that form is, or will you see it as you move along? If it is clear, then tell Baba in 2 words. So, what is your future plan? Baba is asking us to say in 2 words. Since the time is short, you also need to have short plans. They should be short but powerful. The plan should be short but powerful. So, what are those 2 words? The future plans are to take practical shape on the basis of just 2 words. You have been told about these 2 words before. One is to be an image of the Father practically and visibly. That is Sakshat Bap Murat. Sakshat Bap Murat means to be an image of the Father practically and visibly. And secondly, to be a detached observer and an image that grants visions. So that is Sakshi and Sakshatkar Murat. Right? So one is Sakshat Bap Murat, that is practically you become like Baba. And second is Sakshatkar Murat, that is you're able to grant visions to other souls. And Sakshi, detached. So these 2 things Baba is saying. Unless you become these 2 images, you will not be able to transform the whole world in a short time. Just as you prepare your speech and the physical stage, hmm, you prepare your speech, you prepare the physical stage. In the same way, in order to put these plans into a practical form, you also have to prepare your internal stage. Hmm. So, like you need a stage and you prepare for your speech, Baba is saying you need to prepare your internal stage and you must become a practical speech. Only then you can bring your plan into practical. So just as you prepare the stage while thinking of a variety of points, in the same way, in order to grant a vision of the future through your features, you have to grant a vision of the divine activities of the Father. Like in Hindi, it is said, चित्र से चरित्र, like हमारे चित्र से बाबा के चरित्र दिखाई दे. So Baba is saying through your features, you have to reveal or you have to grant a vision of the divine activities of the Father, His acts and His virtues through the main senses on your face. You have to prepare these various points. You should be able to take someone beyond with a glance through the eyes. So first thing Baba is talking about is the eyes, the vision you hold. Baba is saying that through your vision, through your eyes, you should be able to take someone beyond within a second. That is through your vision, you should be able to transform the vision, attitude, consciousness, and actions of others. So through your drishti, through your vision, You should be able to transform others' vision, others' attitude. Give everyone a clear vision of your own form and the form of themselves. Then second thing Baba talks about is the lips. So with a spiritual smile on your lips, give the experience of imperishable happiness. Through your spiritual smile, Baba is saying give souls the experience of happiness, and the happiness that is imperishable. Then the third thing is through your whole face, grant them a vision of the present elevated position and the future position. Fourth is with your elevated thoughts, draw away that flood of wasteful and sinful thoughts of other souls and draw them away through your power in a short time. So through your pure, powerful thought, Baba is saying, you can transform the wasteful or sinful thoughts of other souls. Transform the wasteful thoughts into powerful thoughts. Hmm? So Baba said about the eyes, lips, face, and thoughts. And the next one is through your one term or one word, give desperate souls the experience of reaching their goal and destination of their journey. What is that one term? What is that one word? Baba says, simply by saying Shiv Baba, they should be able to find their goal and destination. So as you say Shiv Baba, they also, they reach through their intellects to Baba. So Baba is saying they reach their goal, they reach their destination through your one word. Then next one is through your every deed, that is every divine activity. And a divine activity is not just of the Father, but the elevated deeds of every elevated soul are divine activities. Ordinary deeds are not called divine activities. So through the divine activity of every elevated deed, reveal the image of the Father. So Baba is saying through your deeds, you reveal the image of the Father. So there are these 6 points in this where Baba is talking about how to prepare your internal stage. So internally you prepare yourself, which means Baba is saying you should be able to grant a vision or just make souls content through your vision. Then through your spiritual smile, Baba said, give them the experience of imperishable happiness. Through your face, Baba said, reveal your present elevated position and the future position. Then through your thoughts, you should be able to transform others' wasteful thoughts into powerful thoughts. Through your one word, Shiv Baba, you should be able to give them the experience of reaching their goal and destination. And the 6th one is through your every action, every elevated deed, Baba said you should be able to reveal the Father. So now only when you give such a practical spiritual speech will you be able to transform the world in a short time. For this you also need a stage. So what main equipment do you use for the preparation of the stage? So this Baba was talking about the practical speech actually. Your life, your features become a practical speech. And the second thing now Baba is talking about the preparation of the stage. You know this, do you not? No? What all things we take into consideration while preparing the stage. So again, here Baba is talking about 5 things that you take care when you prepare the stage. So this is the special sign of all of you. You make the whole stage white. So one aspect is you make the whole stage white, right? The sofa, the chair, or whatever you prepare on the stage, we usually use white. So Baba is saying that you make the whole stage white. This is the main sign or symbol of all of you. Your uniform is very well known. Uniform that is white is very well known. Whatever is the internal stage of the soul, you present that form on the external stage. So whatever is there inside, that comes on the outside, right? So Baba is saying, whatever is your internal stage, you present that on the external stage. You try to put all of these things on a physical stage. If you do not have the awareness of even one of these things, or if it is not the accurate form, then the sparkle of the stage does not seem so good. If the stage is not good looking, if it is not prepared well, it doesn't create a good atmosphere, no? So Baba is saying if you don't take care of these things while preparing the stage, then the stage is not attractive. In the same way, when you have to give a practical speech through your stage, then for this too, you have to prepare all of these things. You need to have light. So the first thing is light. That is, you have to be in the stage of being double light. You have to be in the stage of double light. You know this, do you not? There has to be both forms of light. You know both forms of light. What is double light or the two lights that Baba talks about? So one is the light of the soul, that is your form is light, and the second is the stage of the mind. Baba says should be light, halka ho, no heaviness. So Baba is saying there has to be both forms of light. If someone on the stage is not light, but is very heavy in sitting down and getting up, then instead of listening to the speech, people will be distracted looking at that person, right? So Baba is saying if someone is very heavy, it's difficult for him to get up and sit down, then people will pay attention to him or their attention will be drawn towards him rather than towards his speech. So Baba is saying that we need to be double light. So here too, you need a double light stage. The mic should be so powerful that the sound reaches very far and very clearly. So second thing you prepare is the mic, right? You see that the mic is a good one. So Baba is saying so that the voice, the sound reaches clearly to people. So there should be might in the mic. There should be power, might in the mic. The moment you have one thought and give one glance, then that one thought and one glance should carry out the task of a lighthouse. So this is such a powerful stage that Baba is talking about, that become such a lighthouse that one thought, one glance, that will transform other souls. So much power. So even whilst you are in one place, many souls should be influenced by your one thought and one divine look. That is one glance or drishti. So this is the mic. You have to create such a powerful mic. So what is the mic? Like on the physical stage, you keep the mic in front of you. Only then your sound reaches out to people. Likewise, Baba is saying which mic we need to have for this internal stage. That is the mic of your thought and your drishti. So you have to check your thoughts and your drishti. How powerful, how elevated. So Baba is saying your thought and your drishti, that is the divine spiritual vision, is the mic. In the same way, there has to be whiteness. Third thing is the whiteness. That is a clean intellect that doesn't have the slightest stain on it. So the entire stage is made white. So Baba says your intellect should be clean, should be white, should be free from any kind of stain. If there is a slightest stain on the stage, if there isn't that whiteness, everyone's attention would be drawn to that stain against their conscious wish, right? Even if they don't want to, their attention will be drawn to that stain, to that defect on the stage, no? Then there also has to be the decoration of the slogans. Fourth thing, Baba is saying that you put some banners, slogans, right? So there is this decoration of the slogans. So what slogans should be used as decorations for the internal stage? So what slogan, what thought will help you to keep your internal stage stable and elevated? So Baba says the internal stage and then the speech of practical thoughts, words and deeds. What slogans do you need for such a stage? Firstly, I, the soul, am an instrument of the Almighty Authority, Father, for the elevated task of world benefit. So Baba is saying, remember this, have the awareness of this slogan that I, the soul, am an instrument of the Almighty Father and I'm here to perform elevated task of world benefit. So this slogan should be in your consciousness. If you are not able to remember the slogan of the stage would not then seem beautiful. The slogans are of special inculcation. The second slogan is, I, the soul, am a great donor and a bestower of blessings. Mahadani Vardani. So I, the soul, I am Mahadani Vardani. That is, I am a great donor and I am a bestower of blessings. Give a blessing to those souls who do not have the courage to give or receive donations through their blessings, through the blessings that you have received from the Father, the bestower of blessings, and with the cooperation of your own stage. So Baba is saying donate the blessings, donate good wishes through the blessings you have received from Baba. So the slogan is to be a great donor and a bestower of blessings. This is the clarification. So what decoration of slogans Baba is asking us to do? That is to have the awareness of these slogans, become an embodiment of these slogans. So first slogan Baba said, I am an instrument. I am instrument of the Almighty Father and I am here to perform an elevated task. Second slogan Baba is saying that I, the soul, am a great donor and bestower of blessings. Then thirdly, Baba says, I, the soul, through my divine activities, words and thoughts, have to grant all souls a vision of the image and character of Bap Dada. Like I said before, Chitra se Charitra dikhana hai. So Baba is saying, give a vision of Baba's character, Baba's qualities through your features or image. In this way, also keep in your awareness the slogans that are used to make the stage beautiful. Prepare such a stage and speech. So practical speech and this internal stage. The next thing is we sit on the chair on the stage. No? So Baba is saying, what chair? Sit on a chair on the stage, that is, sit on the chair of your original status. Hmm? Sit on the chair of self-respect, of awareness of who you originally are. So the stage, speech and status are all necessary. So on the physical level, when you do seva, Baba is saying these things are important, right? The stage, the speech, excuse me, the stage and the speech and the status. Then you will be able to transform the world in a short time. You know how to do this, do you not? However, you must also make sure that the stage is so very strong, unshakable, and stable that no storm or any kind of atmosphere would be able to shake it. Right? We take care of this also, no, while preparing the stage. If in case there is a storm, if it rains suddenly, then the stage should be prepared accordingly. So likewise, Baba says that your stage should be such that nothing and no one can shake it or disturb it. So make such preparations for yourself. Do you have this practice? Are you ever ready and ever happy to the extent that you are able to prepare your stage in 1 second and give a practical speech according to the stage, place, and land of the souls? So, practical speech, Baba said, your practical life should become a practical speech. That is the internal stage. That is the practical speech. So Baba is saying, are you ever ready and ever happy to the extent that you're able to prepare your stage in 1 second and then give a practical speech according to the stage, place, and land of the souls? Do you understand? This is the future plan. So this is the future plan to serve through your stage, serve through your features, serve through your thoughts and vibrations. So Baba said you can do this world transformation in short time. Acha, to the elevated souls who constantly grant a vision of the perfect stage and the true real status through their own stage, to the world benefactor souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. We spiritual children also say namaste and good morning to Bap Dada. Om Shanti. Let's sit in silence for a minute and then we can share. Om Shanti. Yeah, so did you get the future plan? What did you take from today's Murli? Yeah, today's date is 12th of May. I too remember Jagdish Bhai today. And yes, Jagdish Bhai's life is so inspiring, no? Baba had given him so many titles because he was such a Gyani soul, wise soul. So he received this blessing from Baba, no, that he will become an instrument to make Baba's literature or help Baba's Gyan to reach people. So even before Jagdish Bhai came into Gyan, Baba had said this to the Dadis that one day one special jewel will come to Baba who will, you know, help Baba to spread this Gyan in Hindi language. Because in those days they all would speak Sindhi. And so Baba said that one day one jewel will come and write all this knowledge in Hindi. And then Jagdish Bhai came. And we all know what seva he did, how great his life was. He was a great renunciate, no? He never used any comfort, any luxury for himself. He lived a very simple life. So we all can read his life story or listen to his experiences that will inspire us today. Yeah. So coming back to the Murli, anyone?
Thank you, sister, for echoing my thoughts, what I just said about Jagdish Bhai. When you Murli started with world transformer, world benefactor. And in Amrit Vela, when I was sitting and just invoking that person, Sanjay, who really was one like Sanjay in Mahabharata, he gave a vision of the whole knowledge to the world through his literature. And I like that. That's why I just want to start with my pranams to him. And just like Mama blessed him, like I remember put his hand on him, on his head, and blessed him in all his tasks. When every morning, I just ask Baba to bless me so that I could be an instrument of world transformer, world benefactor. Thank you very much for going my thoughts. Coming to today's Murli, it was just three things: stage, speech, and status. Yesterday, Baba gave us the aim and qualifications. And before that, he spoke about final effort. Now, the plan, which is which is what we hoist in our hearts. How do I reveal Baba? How do I reveal the future world? I think that was the whole thing of the Murli. I hope I am at least a finger in revealing this vision. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you for your sharing. Anyone else? Yes.
Om Shanti. Baba highlighted on being in the state of double light, and in order to remain double light. So for me, Baba gives the aim and inspiration to first serve the self and then also look out for the world benefit. How can we help the world? And in future, the best way to do that will be through our vibrations. So we have to keep an aim. I personally keep an aim to increase the power of my vibrations. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. I think today's Murli is a scientific manual to set the stage right before we even start venturing into the world service. First, we have to be the inner world transformer first. That is, the internal stage has to be set right. And Baba has given various aspects about staging, setting the stage right, about the color. The color has to be white. That means there should not be any strain of waste thought or any low feeling about one own self. And second is the lights. They have to be there's supposed to be light, proper light, lightness of the mind, and the lightness of purity. in the intellect. Intellect has to be very clean, and so that it draws the power from the Supreme Father always. And Supreme Father helps the soul to set the stage right. And then the decoration of divine virtues also brings the stage to a powerful stage. And so these aspects Baba highlighted. So it's a very scientific procedure to first set the inner stage, internal stage right. Then we sit on the world stage and start delivering the speech. And wonderful, really, the how Baba described the mic. What is mic? Mic is nothing but our thoughts. The might of the thought, the more the might of the thought, the more the reach will be. It can reach, and it will be a very powerful weapon. It can reach far and beyond. So that's the beauty of today's Murli. I think every word is a wisdom and scientifically articulated by Baba, by the Supreme Father, Supreme uh, intellect of the intellects. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, brother. I too was feeling that, this is Baba's wonder, no? How beautifully Baba has put up everything step by step, how to prepare your practical speech, how to prepare your internal stage. So every little thing Baba took into consideration, like you mentioned, light, mic, then the decoration of the stage, the whiteness of the stage. Yeah. Baba gave us the slogans. What slogans? Yeah. Like you decorate the stage with slogans or some beautiful thoughts. Baba said you become an embodiment of those thoughts or stay in the awareness of those slogans. So firstly, for example, Baba gave us that I am an instrument of the Almighty Authority Father, and I'm here to perform an elevated task of world benefit. Then secondly, Baba said that I, the soul, am a great donor and the bestower of blessings. And third thought that Baba gave us is that I grant all souls the vision of the Father, or I reveal the Father through my thoughts, words, and actions. So, as Baba said about the plan in two words, Sakshat Murat and Sakshatkar Murat. So, how can we do that? That Baba explained through the internal stage and practical speech. Yeah, anyone else would like to share?
Just to add a reflection system, you spoke about two images. I like the first one, that Sakshat. See, the word Sakshat itself is to reveal something as it is.
Yeah.
So Sakshat, Bap Murat, and all these things which you spoke about, the face, the lips, the thoughts, the mind, everything, they are all instruments of how really I reveal the Father. And even he goes in detail in the next paragraph. How do you give Father's introduction? You see, he has not still touched about the Sakshatkar Murat, the divine vision. So that's why I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to take it too much in my mind, because this is what Jagdish Bhai wanted. When he left, he said, I could not reveal you to the whole world. So in this Murli, he has totally given how to introduce the Father in that paragraph. It's such a beautiful thing, how to reveal the Father through your lips, through your face, and all. And that is what I think is always there. How should I reveal my Father as he is? But he has given two subpoints, Sakshi. So for all this, as a detached observer, as an instrument, I think that's a beautiful thing to reveal the Father, which is the first thing to anyone to get attracted to this particular journey. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. I just, while the sister was reflecting on this, another reflection which came into my mind is that in the Lokik also, the physical world, the stage, when the stage is set, the stage has to be stable. It has to
Yeah.
be, it has to be stable. It should not vibrate or move or shake. Otherwise, those who are sitting on the stage may, fall down. Similarly, the internal stage also, I need to be uh, isolated from the external vibrations, around me. My own mind is a culprit sometimes. My own intellect can deceive me. My own sanskars can deceive me. So I have to be very careful. I isolate. That's why Baba said, Sakshi Drishta, detached observer. So even if they are trying to annoy me or trying to make me deviate, I am stable internally in a isolated stage where I am just with Baba. So that internal stage has to be stable and as important as anything. So that's aspect I wanted to bring about. Om Shanti.
Yes, the stage has to be stable, and also Baba mentioned about the chair you sit on. The chair also has to be stable, right? So Baba
Yes,
mentioned, no? Sit on
yes.
the
If the
stage.
stage is stable but the chair is not stable, again we may fall down.
Yeah. So sit on the
And
chair of your self-respect or of your original status. Yeah. Yes.
yeah, yes, exactly. Om Shanti.
Okay. So short, Murli, but very beautiful. In two words, Baba has summarized all the efforts we need to make. No? Become practically like Baba and then reveal Baba to the world. Grant visions to the souls through your features. Yeah. Rachna Ben, you raised your hand. You want to say something?
Om Shanti sister. Yes, I just wanted to clarify exactly what you just spoke. Uh, become an image, Sakshat Murat, and then grant vision, Sakshatkar Murat. Can you please
Mm,
explain this a little more in detail? Because I always get confused. Because once you are an image, uh, is that not automatically revealing Baba? How do you differentiate between
yeah,
the two?
that is revealing Baba. You when you practically become like Baba, you reveal Baba. Right? So for that, Baba was saying, first you become practically like Baba, like through your features, through your the way you conduct yourself and come into interactions with other souls. You reveal Baba's qualities. And then Baba said that grant visions, automatically your stage will grant visions, no? Grant vision, I personally feel, doesn't mean that you give them the vision of some light or something. No, not like that. But then your practical life becomes a medium to show them Baba's qualities or who God is, how, what are God's qualities that is revealed through your actions, through your words. As Baba said in the Murli later, actually, that through your uh, thoughts, words, and deeds, you give visions to people, to souls. Mm. So when you do one, the second thing automatically comes in. That's what Baba also says, no? If you inculcate one thing, the other thing comes behind it. So when you become Sakshat Bap Murat, you become Sakshatkar Murat. Hmm? Anyone wants to add anything to
Just
this? Can
just adding one reflection, sister, here. The
you?
internal
Yeah.
stage cannot be seen through the physical organs or through the physical tools. Internal
Mm.
stages only experienced deep inside through the mind intellect of the other souls, and the
Mm.
external stage can be seen by the physical organs. Stage is bright, there's a laser sound laser and sound kind of thing, the decorations and all that can be seen by the physical organs, but the internal stage can only be experienced
Yeah.
The souls will start feeling that. They will start, and once the intellect engages, then it can create those pictures which, subtlety that very deep inside the speaker soul is trying to convey to the audience. They can feel that. They'll create that image will get created inside their intellects. So that there's a just adding this reflection. So the internal stage is the one which actually is powerful, much more powerful, more reach, more endurance, more range. Beyond, it can go beyond the physical barriers. Om Shanti.
Just to add one thing, sister, when the sister asked a question about how do you, when you're already an image, automatically reveal, this was the only thing which Bap Dada mentioned by giving an example of Prem Didi. You know, when I had, I don't remember the whole thing of the class, and I don't think now we have the time even to go through it.
Example of
But
what did you
Prem
say?
Didi,
Sorry.
Prem Didi's class on that
Okay.
Sakshat Murat, and how Baba said how she is an image of giving a perfect form of the Father. I just gone through that. If suppose the sister could just see that was a beautiful way how I can reveal my Father as he is. Sakshat, that's really correct. If I'm an image, I automatically it's revealed. I just become an observer, an instrument. Om Shanti.
Yeah. All right. So let's remember Baba, and throughout the day maintain this awareness that Baba gave these three slogans, very beautiful ones. I am God's instrument. I'm here to perform an elevated task. I'm here to reveal Baba through my thoughts, through my words, through my actions. Right? Like brother was talking, no, people cannot see Baba. So Baba is revealed through my actions, through my features. Yeah? So there's one announcement coming Sunday. We have a special session on Murli Manthan. Murli Manthan, which will include the revision of Murlis read out throughout this week. Brother Arif will conduct this session, and the theme of the session is inner dependency over dependency. So the topic sounds interesting. Let's see what brother has to share, and we all can explore and also churn on the week's Murli. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Let's remember Baba. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Om Shanti. We meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.